Good evening. I present the video course Educacional Management, Task 2, Teoría Educacional Administration, realizado por Mariel Fajardo, presentado en Toscano Pretel, director de curso, Universidad de la Abierta Distancia. Steve choose and Leah's trio de theories educational management identify their characteristics and difference. Theories, participatory theory, characteristics, takes into account the opinions of others. Different, the leader does not make his own decision. Other characteristics, participatory leaders encourage the participation and contribution of groups. Members and help groups members feel relevant and engage in the decision-making process. Different, not capable of solving problems alone. Characteristics, a manager who uses participate leadership and produce a rich analytical vocabulary. Difference all resulting in conceptual confusion. David has no experience in a linear evolution. Other theory, try theory. Characteristics, try theory assume that people inherit certain qualities or traits. Difference, differ across individuals are more transitory provision. Other characteristics that are shaped by later try theories are primarily interested in the measurement of traits, which can be defined as habitual patterns of behavior, thought, and emotion. Different the result of his analysis indicate the individual difference predictive or effectiveness vary depending on the leader or manager level. Other theory, Grabando. The Grabando theory overarching exposes that grand leaders are born, no made. Difference, he believed leaders were products of the environment. Other were born to learn and deserve it to sue as a result of their natural abilities and talents. A difference great leaders are shaped and molded by their times as the traits necessary to lead are learned and honed. Estos three may and the analysis of those three theories identify their principles and foundation. Participatory theory analysis. It is important to be sure of the work to be done. We must be authentic, original, and become real leaders who respect the use of other work. In addition to that, it is a group work. You must also have the experience, knowledge, commitment, and patience. For any task, discipline and commitment are important. Principles: participate, leadership theory suggests that the ideal leadership style is one that takes the input of others into account. Participate later encourages participation and contribution from group members and help group members to feel relevance and commitment in decision-making process. A manager who uses participate leadership rather than making all decisions seeks to involve the other people, thus improving commitment and increasing collaboration, which led to better quality decisions in a more successful business. Land 2013. Other theory attracts. This theory has to do with the personality or behavior of the leaders, where they assume some traits that identify people. I consider it important to highlight the traits of individuals where they channel their emotion, behavior, behavior at the time of their communication. Other Similar in some ways to Great theories, the trade theory assumes that people inherit certain qualities or traits, made them better situated to leadership. Other trade theories often identify particular personality or behavioral characteristics that are shared by leaders. Many have begun to ask of the theory, however, if particular traits are key factors or leaders and leadership. How do we explain people who possess those qualities but are not leaders? Inconsistencies in the relationship traits and leadership effectiveness eventually led scholar to shift paradigms in search of new explanation for effective leadership. Other theory, great men. Men are born with this ability is innate. They do their job with this unlike to direct any job. Therefore, they feel proud and they work and that they will process thoughts as well. In addition to daily leadership can be exercised by a man or woman. The important thing is that they had the vocation to do so. The principle great men theory assumes that the capacity for the leadership is inherent, that great leaders are born, not made. This theory often portrays leaders as heroic, mighty, and destined to rise to leadership when needed. The term great men was used because at the time leadership was thought of primarily as a male quality, especially military leadership. Personal reflection. Fear they are relieved in the sense that the leader plays his role in a group where he makes the members participate and carry out group work. I consider that negative aspect is when the person does not act by himself, and it would be good for each member to participate, dynamic, original, act as he thinks, and not with the groups. In addition, they simplify the role of an educational manager where corrections are made to the words and he is guided by role they are developing in the groups. Therefore, in the work of the institution is similar, there must be a leader in each area so that the idea plan and the entire educational process of work well. Thank you.